You didn't land here by mistake. This wasn't luck. This message chased you down through the noise, through the distractions, through the darkness, because it knew where to find the one who's been fighting silently, standing tall while the world tried to break them. You, chosen one, have been under fire, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to everything that's tried to keep you small. The resistance isn't random, it's calculated. Every delay, every betrayal, every setup was a desperate move from forces that saw your potential long before you did. They whispered lies, closed doors, and worked in shadows to twist your path. And still, here you are, rising. You've felt it, the tension, the pressure, the pushback. That wasn't failure, that was proof. Proof that your presence disrupts systems built to keep you out. You carry a kind of power that keeps your enemies up at night, not because you're loud, but because your energy speaks before you do. They tried to silence you because your progress exposes their stagnation. They tried to break you because your growth challenges their comfort. But here's what they didn't see coming. Every attack only activated your next level. This message, it's not inspiration, it's confirmation. You are becoming what they fear, unshakable. So if you've been feeling the shift, the pull, the rise, it's not in your head. It's real, and it's only getting stronger. If this resonates in your bones, don't scroll past. Like this message, share it, subscribe. Not for clout, but because someone else out there needs this reminder just as much as you did. Chosen ones move in silence, but our impact is loud. Before moving ahead, I want to pause and speak directly from the heart. To those of you who have supported this mission through super thanks, your generosity means more than words can hold. It's not just support, it's alignment. A quiet yet thunderous signal that you see the vision, you feel the shift, and you know this message isn't just for now, it's for the fight we're all in. You've helped carry this voice into places where the chosen feel surrounded by opposition, reminding them they're not alone, they're rising. Number 1. Stop expecting help from the familiar. Your breakthrough is coming through a stranger. They won't see it coming, and neither will you, because what's about to enter your life won't arrive with familiar faces or familiar patterns. It will come through someone you never expected, someone you've never met, someone you wouldn't have chosen. But they are the exact person life is sending to unlock your next level. Chosen one, you've been trained in silence. You've outgrown the voices that used to validate you and watched familiar hands fall away when you needed them most. Lately, it may have felt like you've been walking through fog, asking for clarity, praying for a breakthrough, and getting silence in return. But here's the truth no one told you. The silence wasn't absence, it was alignment. You haven't been ignored, you've been hidden on purpose, protected, prepared, positioned. Because the next chapter of your life requires help too precise to come from your past. While you've been fighting battles behind the scenes, quietly evolving, someone else has been stirred to move in your direction. A stranger, unknown to you but aligned with your journey. They don't carry your memories, but they carry your breakthrough. They haven't seen your tears, but they carry answers shaped by their own. Their arrival won't look like rescue. It will look like opportunity, like access, like the missing piece you've been grinding for. And here's where it gets real. You might almost miss it if you expect it to look the way it used to. Because this help, it won't come packaged in comfort. It will come wrapped in purpose. It won't flatter your ego. It will stretch your capacity. You're not being saved. You're being seen, recognized, rewarded. This is the moment your enemies hoped you'd never reach. The moment where the one they mocked, doubted, and dismissed becomes unstoppable. Why? Because now you're moving with alignment. And alignment attracts exactly what hustle can't. Divine timing, strategic people, and breakthrough that doesn't require begging. The stranger coming your way isn't a coincidence. They're a confirmation, a trigger to your next elevation. But you must be ready. Ready to receive what doesn't fit your expectations, but fits your vision perfectly. Ready to trust what your spirit confirms, even when your mind doubts it. This is the part where everything changes, not by force, but by flow. The ones sent to support you won't need convincing. They'll recognize you, they'll feel it, just like you're feeling it now. And if your spirit's already whispering, "This is for me," it is. This is the part of your story that turns. Stay open, stay sharp. The help that's coming doesn't look familiar, but it's exactly what your future ordered. Number 2. Don't let their laughter define you. That mockery was heaven's method of molding you. Chosen one, they laughed at you for a reason. Not because you were weak, but because they couldn't understand the strength it takes to move differently. They mocked your silence, your discipline, your refusal to fold into what they expected, because deep down, your courage exposed their comfort. And people always attack what they can't explain. Let's call it what it was. They tried to use mockery as a weapon, but they only sharpened you in the process. Every smirk, every whispered insult, every side-eye when you chose to keep walking in purpose, it was all part of your molding. You weren't being humiliated, you were being forged. They laughed because they couldn't see what was forming beneath the surface. The resilience, the grit, the clarity. While they were focused on fitting in, you were being built to stand out. And now, the very things they tried to embarrass you for are becoming your armor, your strength, your edge. Remember this, legends aren't born in applause, they're born in resistance. And the next time they laugh, let it echo, let it fuel you, because their rejection didn't break you, it revealed you. It showed you who you are without the noise. You are not here to seek their approval. You're here to fulfill a higher calling, one that doesn't need applause, only obedience to the mission. And the truth is, they won't be laughing for long. What they once mocked will be the very thing they admire from a distance, too late to catch up, too stunned to speak. Number 3. Quit thinking you're alone. God has already assigned someone to carry your answer. You may not see them yet, you may not know their name or recognize their face, but make no mistake. They've already been moved into place. While you've been walking through battles in silence, grinding behind the curtain, breaking through walls with nothing but your will, someone, somewhere, has been feeling the pull. Not out of pity, but purpose. Chosen one, you were never meant to carry it all alone. That pressure you've been under, that weight you've been lifting, it's not a punishment, it's preparation. Because what's coming next in your life requires more than hustle. It requires alignment. It requires connection. And that connection is already in motion. Right now, there's a person being stirred without knowing why. They're feeling an urge to move, to give, to reach out, and they don't even realize yet that what's drawing them is you. That's not coincidence, that's momentum. So no, you're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You're not walking through this fire just to burn. You're walking through it to rise, and someone's already been assigned to meet you at the exit. Not to rescue you, but to recognize you. They will not complete your story, but they will unlock the next chapter. So hold your head high. Walk like someone who knows the help is already on the way. Don't shrink. Don't settle. And above all, don't give up right before it shows up. Number 4. Silence your fear. Your spirit is already attracting what you've been praying for. They told you nothing was happening, that your quiet seasons meant delay, that because you couldn't see progress, there was none. But chosen one, here's the truth they couldn't touch. Just because it's silent doesn't mean it's still. In fact, it's in the silence that your power sharpens, your energy shifts, and your spirit begins pulling what your voice once begged for. You're not chasing anymore, you're attracting, because every time you stayed disciplined when it hurt, every time you held your ground when quitting would have been easier, every time you chose growth over comfort, your spirit spoke, and the universe responded. You've already changed your frequency, and that frequency is doing what words can't. It's calling in the right people, the right moments, the exact alignments that match the weight of what you carry. But here's the part most overlook. Fear distorts the signal. Doubt scrambles it. Desperation weakens it. You can't hold power and panic at the same time. So silence the fear. Shut it down before it steals what's already coming, because your breakthrough isn't lost, it's in motion. Right now, someone you've never met is feeling pulled toward you. A door you haven't knocked on is already cracking open. Why? Because the world is finally catching up to what your soul already knew. You were never asking for too much. You were becoming someone who could hold it. The pressure wasn't punishment. It was proof. And now that your spirit's aligned, what once ran from you is on its way toward you. So stop questioning if you're ready. You are. You've been becoming the answer to your own prayer. And now, chosen one, you're attracting everything meant for you. Number 5. Don't curse the quiet season. Isolation was heaven's strategy to sharpen your discernment. Don't curse the quiet season. The silence wasn't punishment, it was strategy. When the noise faded, when the crowd disappeared, when the calls stopped and the doors stayed shut, that wasn't life abandoning you. That was life isolating you on purpose. Because chosen ones aren't sharpened in the spotlight. They're forged in silence. You weren't cut off. You were being carved into something sharper, something stronger, something too powerful to be developed in public. The stillness you hated was actually your spiritual training ground. It stripped away distractions, exposed false attachments, and forced you to tune in to the only voice that matters, the one inside, that inner pull, that quiet clarity, that rising fire that doesn't need validation anymore. Isolation didn't break you, it woke you up. Because when you're chosen, you're not prepped like the crowd. You're separated, set apart. And the truth is, some people had to go quiet because they were never meant to hear what's coming next in your life. Some connections had to dissolve because they couldn't carry the weight of your next season. The silence was your protection, your classroom, your mirror. And now, because of it, your discernment is razor sharp. Now you can see through fake support. Now you don't chase energy that doesn't match yours. Now you walk with a kind of clarity that can't be manipulated. So don't resent the quiet, honor it. Because when the world hears your name next, it will echo from a place so refined, so focused, so powerful, they'll never guess the silence it came from. Number 6. Stop assuming you're the only one tested. The one sent to help you has walked through fire too. Chosen one, you've been walking through fire, and no one saw how hot it really got. People only see the calm, the poise, the strength. They didn't see the nights your courage cracked, the weight you carried in silence, or the moments you almost gave it all up. You've been tested in ways that would have broken the average, but you're not average. And that's exactly why you're still standing. But here's something you haven't considered. You're not the only one being tested. The person being prepared to help you, the one you haven't even met yet, they've been walking through their own fire too. You're not the only one in training. The one meant to open the next door for you has been going through battles that shaped them to recognize your value the moment you meet. Their struggle was preparation, not punishment. Just like yours, they've lost things, been humbled, been broken and rebuilt with sharper eyes, a clearer heart and a deeper purpose. That's why they'll see you when others overlooked you. That's why they'll move without hesitation when the moment comes. This isn't random, it's precision-timed alignment. 2 lives tested in parallel for one purpose. So don't fall into isolation thinking no one understands your journey. The one who's about to bless your life didn't rise by chance. They rose through fire. And now, just like you, they're ready. This connection isn't about sympathy, it's about strength. It's not one saving the other. It's 2 survivors recognizing each other in the ashes. Number 7. Don't reject the blessing. Because it looks different, God often wraps destiny in the unexpected. Chosen one, this is where most people miss it. Not because they weren't ready, but because the blessing didn't arrive dressed the way they imagined. You've been asking for change. You've been crying for a breakthrough, a sign, a shift. But when the answer shows up, it won't always come in shiny packaging. Sometimes it walks in with no introduction. Sometimes it speaks a language your past never taught you. And if you're not awake, really awake, you'll push away the very thing you've been fighting to receive. You've evolved. So stop expecting your breakthrough to look like your history. What's coming doesn't mirror your past, it mirrors your potential. The one who opens the next door may not think like you, talk like you, or move like your comfort zone. But they carry something your purpose recognizes. And when they appear, it's not your ego that needs to respond, it's your intuition. The biggest mistake the chosen make? Judging the delivery instead of discerning the message. You weren't called to stay comfortable. You were called to stay ready. So when the unfamiliar knocks, answer it with awareness. When the unexpected shows up, don't flinch, lean in. Because what you're calling strange may be what your future calls essential. The most powerful turning points never announce themselves with fanfare. They test your humility, your vision, and your trust in the unseen. Stay sharp, chosen one. Your help may not look how you thought it would, but it will feel right. And when it does, don't question it. Move. Number 8. Honor the vessel. Don't worship it. Your help is human, but your source is divine. Chosen one, when the help arrives, and it will, your test won't be whether you can receive it. Your real test will be how you respond to it. Because not every danger comes dressed as a setback. Some of the most dangerous detours come disguised as success. When the door finally opens, when the opportunity lands in your hands, and when the person shows up who speaks the right words, gives the right keys, and makes the way easier, don't lose your balance. Don't get blinded. Yes, honor those who showed up for you. Yes, express gratitude. But never forget this. Help may arrive through human hands, but the force that aligned it goes far beyond flesh. Chosen ones don't bow to the vessel. We rise with it. You were born to walk in alignment, not attachment. The moment you place someone on a pedestal, you risk replacing purpose with dependency. That's not strength. That's sabotage. Your power was never handed to you by people. It was built in silence, through discipline, through pain, through decisions no one saw. So when someone shows up to open a door, treat them with respect, not reverence. Appreciate them, don't idolize them. They are a mirror, not your maker. And when they walk away, if they walk away, your stability should stay intact, because chosen ones are fueled by alignment, not attention. Thank the vessel, but keep your vision forward. If you're truly chosen, you'll know how to rise without losing yourself. Stay anchored, stay aware. The right help won't need your worship, just your wisdom. Number 9. Stop asking when. You're not waiting on the help, you're being shaped to hold it. Chosen one, the breakthrough isn't late, the help isn't lost. What's coming has already been dispatched, but the question isn't when will it arrive. The real question is, will you be ready when it does? You've been so focused on the delay that you've overlooked the development. This season wasn't meant to punish you. It was designed to prepare you, because the kind of help that's headed your way isn't ordinary. It carries weight, access, elevation, and anything that powerful can't land in unprepared hands. Every setback you've survived, every closed door, every silent night, it wasn't for nothing. It was shaping your patience, strengthening your focus, burning off the parts of you that weren't ready to carry what's coming next. This is more than a waiting room, it's a training ground. You don't hand a crown to someone who hasn't learned how to carry responsibility. You don't give keys to someone who doesn't know what doors they're meant to open. The delay is discipline. And the moment you stop chasing timelines and start embracing the transformation, everything shifts. Chosen one, your future requires a stronger version of you, and that version is being built in the unseen, in the silence, in the stretching. So stop asking when. Start asking, who do I need to become to receive what's already mine? Because the help isn't on hold, it's on schedule. And the moment your readiness aligns with its arrival, doors will open without a knock. Number 10. Let go of control. Divine help doesn't come dressed in comfort, it comes cloaked in obedience. Let go of control. You've been gripping so tightly to what's familiar that you've forgotten how elevation works. Help is coming, yes, but it won't look like comfort. It won't show up wearing the clothes of your expectations. It will arrive cloaked in challenge, in disruption, in change that stretches your control. Because that's how the chosen are refined. That's how doors open, not when you force them, but when you surrender the need to hold the handle. The truth is, control is the illusion that kept you safe in your last season. But now it's the weight that's slowing you down. You keep asking for help, but you want to dictate how it comes, who brings it, and what it looks like. That's not trust. That's fear wearing a mask. And chosen one, fear doesn't lead revolutions. Faith does, discipline does, obedience does. The kind of help that changes lives rarely arrives in polished packaging. It's hidden inside the unfamiliar. It's wrapped in people you would have never chosen. It's introduced through paths that feel inconvenient at first, but end in breakthrough. This is why the most powerful elevation often comes disguised as interruption. So here's your shift. Release your grip. Stop trying to script the scene. Stop needing every answer before you move. Real help won't come to flatter your control. It comes to free you from it. And when you stop fighting for control, you'll finally see what's already been aligned for you. Not comfort, not ego, but movement. Number 11. Don't mistake delay for denial. Heaven is timing your help with military precision. Chosen one, you haven't been ignored. You've been scheduled. There's a difference between being rejected and being strategically held back for the right moment. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not already in motion. You've been walking through seasons that looked like silence, but behind the stillness is a storm of alignment. Every piece being moved into place, down to the second. It's tempting to think the doors are closed for good, that maybe you missed your shot, or that what's meant for you passed you by. But that's not how precision works. Precision doesn't rush. Precision doesn't miss. What's being prepared for you doesn't arrive early, and it can't be delayed by fear, by doubt, or by the opinions of people who don't understand your power. Your help isn't lost, it's locked in. It's being timed to crash into your life at the moment when you're not only ready to receive it, but ready to sustain it. Because this next season isn't about rescue, it's about reign. This isn't survival mode, this is strategy. So hold your ground, stay alert. Don't let impatience push you into panic. What's yours is still yours. the stranger who carries the key, the connection that unlocks the next level, the opportunity that rewrites your path. It's coming. And when it arrives, it won't be random. It will be surgical. Chosen one, your delay isn't punishment. It's positioning. Precision like this doesn't announce itself. But when it lands, it hits with power. And it changes everything. Number 12. Quit looking for signs. This shift isn't coming, it's already moving toward you. Chosen one, you've been watching, waiting, second-guessing yourself, hoping for a sign, a signal, something loud enough to confirm what your spirit already knows. But let's be clear, the shift you've been waiting on isn't somewhere far off. It's not delayed, it's not lost, it's already in motion. Right now, as you listen, it's closing in, not as a maybe, but as a move that cannot be stopped. You're not waiting on the breakthrough. The breakthrough is waiting for you to stop looking for external proof and start trusting the internal confirmation. Because here's the truth. Chosen ones don't walk by signs. They walk by alignment. And your alignment is loud. It's pulling what you need toward you with precision. The energy you carry is a magnet, not for attention, but for transformation. You've already sent out the signal, not with words, but with consistency, with resilience, with the way you kept showing up even when no one clapped. While you were questioning if anything was happening, the ground was already shifting. While you were wondering if you missed your chance, something bigger than you imagined was moving toward you. And the only thing that can delay it now is doubt. So don't go looking for smoke and thunder. This isn't hype. It's heat. It's already real, already written, already on its way. Trust the frequency you've built. Trust the pressure you've survived. Trust that what's meant for you doesn't need to announce itself. It just shows up. And when it does, it won't ask for permission. So as we close this message, let this truth settle deep. You're not waiting on the shift. The shift has been waiting on you. Everything you've walked through was preparation, not punishment. The movement is already happening, the alignment is already active, and your name is already in the room you've been praying to enter. If this word spoke to something real in you, if it confirmed what you've been quietly carrying, don't let it stop here. Like this message, subscribe for more, and drop 999 in the comments as your quiet, fearless agreement. I'm aligned. I'm ready.